Being rich gives you power, and this power can make you feel invincible. Having wealth can help you escape consequences to a lot of things, if not most things, but sometimes your bad deeds will catch up to you. Welcome to D Lux Life, and today we bring you the list of 10 richest persons in the world who committed murder. Stay tuned as this list is quite intriguing. So let's get to it. Number 10. Robert Durst. Robert Durst was the subject of HBO's The Jinx. Robert was meant to inherit the real estate empire that belonged to his father, Seymour Durst. He was suspected of 3 murders in 3 states when the documentary was created. Robert is believed to have confessed to the murders while his mic was still on during the recording of the documentary. Robert was tried for and acquitted of the murder of his neighbor in Texas. He now faces trial for the murder of his longtime friend Susan Berman, whom he allegedly killed when she threatened to connect him to the death of his first wife, Kathleen McCormick Durst. If you are shocked to hear this, the story of our number 1 pick would definitely blow your mind. Number 9. Phil Spector. Phil Spector was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Songwriters Hall of Fame, but lost his goodwill when he was convicted of murder and sentenced to 19 years imprisonment. In 2003, police found actress Lana Clarkson dead from a gunshot wound in Spector's home and charged him with a crime. The jury at his 2007 trial deadlocked, but he was convicted of second-degree murder in 2009. Before we continue, remember to subscribe to D Lux Life and click the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. Also, if you like this video, click the like button and share it with your friends. Number 8. John Brooks. Millionaire John Brooks and his son Jesse paid several men to kidnap and murder a handyman named Jack Reed. Brooks believed that Reed had stolen from him, so he conspired with his son to have him killed. The man Brooks had paid testified that on Brooks' command, they lured Reed to the barn, beat him with a hammer, wrapped his body in plastic, then placed the body in the back of Reed's own dump truck and drove the car to a store parking lot where they abandoned it. Brooks was found guilty of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Number 7. Erik and Lyle Menendez. Brothers Erik and Lyle Menendez killed their parents in their Beverly Hills home. They weren't initially suspected, but later cooperated with the authorities when they were accused. Many believe greed motivated the 2 young men who in the months following their parents' deaths would spend exorbitant amounts of money on vacations, cars, and homes. Erik and Lyle painted the portrait of a torturous home life, filled with psychological and sexual abuse as a defense. Though they were convicted and remain in jail to this day, they stand by their accounts of what their family was truly like. Number 6. Adrian Prout. Adrian Prout was one of the prime suspects in his estranged wife Kate Prout's disappearance. She disappeared the day after she declared her intention to divorce Adrian. The wealthy businessman didn't alert the police to his wife's disappearance for 5 days. Despite being convicted of Kate's death in 2010, Adrian wouldn't tell her family where her remains could be found for another 4 years. Number 5. Dana Ewell. At 21 years old, Dana Ewell was sentenced to 3 life sentences for coordinating the murder of his parents and sister. Dana enlisted the help of his roommate to kill his family, to access the family's $8 million estate. Dana decided on killing his parents after they discovered that he lied to others, and said he was independently wealthy as a result of owning an airplane transport company and playing the stock market. The lies caused his parents to cut him off. Ironically, the family fortune was left to Dana, but instructed to be paid out in installments. It was his furore at this and the lack of mourning that tipped others off to his involvement. Number 4. Joran van Sloot. Joran van Sloot is best known as the primary suspect in the Natalie Holloway disappearance, but he actually went to jail for beating Stephanie Flores to death on the 5th anniversary of Natalie's disappearance. He was arrested in Chile after having fled Peru, where he killed Stephanie. Joran admitted to killing both women, but later withdrew those confessions. Defense for Joran maintains that his gambling addiction played a role in the crimes, as he met both women in casinos. Number 3. Issei Sagawa. Issei Sagawa was born into a wealthy family and made headlines in 1981 for the murder of René Hardenveld, a Dutch classmate at the Sorbonne Academy in Paris. Issei invited René over under the pretext of dinner and intellectual conversation. He then shot and killed her before performing sex acts on her body. He was discovered both disposing of and consuming the body. Shockingly, he never served time for his crimes. His wealthy parents found a psychologist to find him unfit for trial. He then enjoyed celebrity status for years before fading into obscurity. Number 2. Ashton Sachs. Sachs was the son of Andrew and Brad Sachs. In 2014, Andra, Brad, and 2 of their children were shot in their home while they slept. The children lived, but one of them was severely injured and ended up permanently paralyzed. Ashton acted the part of the grieving son. At his parents' funeral, he gave the eulogy saying, "I remember in 5th grade, we had to do a report on who our hero was to us, but even as a 13-year-old boy, I knew right away my hero was my mom. I did my report on her." He drove 18 hours through the night to his parents' home and brought an automatic rifle. He was also wearing a black beanie and gloves. Ashton could provide no real explanation for why he decided to kill his family. He decided to plead guilty and was sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms with additional penalties for enhancements. Number 1. Michael Skakel. Michael Skakel was the nephew of Ethel Kennedy. Connections to a family of that magnitude generally mean that you are set for life. However, Michael's actions took him down the wrong path. He was found to have murdered his 15-year-old friend and neighbor, Martha Moxley, in 1975. A friend would later testify that he bragged about it, saying, "I'm going to get away with murder. I'm a Kennedy." He was convicted of the murder in 2002, but has fought the case since. He was released after granted a new trial in 2013, and the conviction was vacated in 2018. There you have it, our list of the 10 richest people in the world who committed murder. These people really had it all until they committed these heinous acts. Now, if you stayed till the end, do comment rich and infamous so we know who our favorite viewers are. Also, don't forget to let us know your thoughts on the video. If you like this video, make sure you share this with your friends and subscribe to D Lux Life and click the bell icon to get regular updates. D Lux Life. Find what calls to you.